Hi guys, so today I wanted to do a very quick, easy tutorial on a holiday glam look, and this is the look that we are going to create today. I wanted to create something very easy for somebody who doesn't wear a lot of makeup all the time, who wants to look a little bit more elevated, elegant, without putting in a ton of work, blending forever, contouring, and do all of those things. So if you are interested in that, please be sure to continue watching. If you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Sam. I'm a makeup enthusiast and makeup is my therapy. If you feel the same way, be sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to want to do is hydrate the skin. I just took a shower and all of that and did some skincare, but it is winter time and my skin does tend to feel a little bit dry, and I have some acne with some, skin that's a little bit drier and patchier because of the acne. So the first thing I want to go into is a hydrating primer, and right now I'm going to be using the Neutrogena Radiant Primer Healthy Serum. I like this because it is like a serum and it's just gonna hydrate the skin. It's not gonna do too much like pore filling or anything like that, but it just makes the skin feel nice and plump and prepares it for makeup so that it doesn't go on and attach itself to any dry patches that you might have on the skin. Even sometimes with skincare, once it's been sitting there for a little bit, and if it's winter time, your skin just sucks it all up. And yeah, I find that it's just nice to have a nice hydrating primer, especially in these winter months. And for the holidays, you don't want to have flaky dry skin. Alright, so foundation, you can use any foundation that you love. I typically prefer something that's a little bit more thinner in consistency but high pigmentation. And so for today, I'm just going to use the Pat McGrath Sublime Fetish Foundation. There's lots of serum foundations out there on the market. Morphe has one. L'Oreal has a really nice one. Actually, I probably should have wore that today. Because this is a little warm for my skin right now. I've been losing so much color in the last few weeks. It's been absolutely insane. It's hard to keep up with what my skin tone is currently. I'm going to zoom you in just a little. And I'm going to blend it with a sponge. And I like this foundation though because it is very lightweight, but it does a really good job kind of covering up some of the hyperpigmentation that I have. And you can build it up, which is quite nice. And when it's lightweight like this, you're less likely to get, cake face. So that was about one pump. I'm going to add another pump, because I really want to get into this area here and right here. Actually, that wasn't the whole pump. I thought I had nothing left on there. And there you go. I feel like my skin looks like my skin, but it still looks very like smoothed out and like healthy. And I do feel like the primer has something to do with that as well, not just the foundation. For concealer, I wanted to kind of do the same, go in with something with a little bit more coverage but still very lightweight, and so we're going to use the Wet n Wild Incognito. I have mine in the shade medium golden. And I kind of just use this method. If I need to add more, I will. But this concealer has really good coverage. And I do kind of take what's left and bring it down around my nose because sometimes I do get a little bit of redness there. I may add a little bit more just to help cover with that. And as you can see, that concealer is lovely. Like if I was just doing an everyday look, I could just leave it like this. Because we're going to do a little bit more of a glam look, I am going to add a little bit more. But that just shows how versatile this concealer really is. That it can really kind of be built up the way you would like. And I'm just focusing lower where I kind of have that dark circle area or a little bit more discoloration. Now we're gonna go into our under eye powder. I'm still really enjoying the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, but I actually recently started using the Essence Brighten Up, and this is really quite good from the drugstore, but because I want to make sure my makeup is flawless for this glam look, we're gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. And this one is pretty reliable as long as I'm using the correct brush. And I only set my under eye around my nose, because that's where I kind of worry more about creasing. If you smile a lot and get a lot of creasing in your smile lines, you might want to powder in there. I do get some oiliness in the center of my forehead, so I'm just going to powder right there and on the chin just a tad. So you can use any bronzer that you like. I prefer something a little bit on the warmer side, and I'm currently working on this Gucci one for my project pan, so I'm going to use this. But I typically like a nice matte bronzer, and if I was going for a drugstore one, I really enjoy the Juvia's Place. And I'm focusing where kind of the top of my ear is, and then down, because I have kind of longer, like lots of cheeks. And then I will bring it up to the forehead from the temple. Now, because we're going to be doing a red lip, I wanted my cheeks to be very bronzy and natural looking, because I don't want it to I don't want to put a blush that's going to clash with the red lip. So today we're going to be using the Milani Baked Blush in Coco Felicita. And this is a really beautiful blush. And I'm going to go in with this very flimsy Luxie brush so that I can go in kind of softly. It is kind of powdery, you can see. And I'm going to start with the balls of my cheek, and then work my way up. I don't want to go too crazy. Usually I like to do some like blush draping and I go all the way up, but I'm gonna keep it kind of more subtle because I really want the lips and the eyes to be the star of the show. And I'm just gonna blend this kind of into the bronzer and leave it like that. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the eyes, and I'm gonna show you like the simplest look ever. We're gonna be using these Jaclyn Hill like eye toppers. I wanted to show you, I'm going to do a different shade on each eye, and then I'm going to mix it so that I can leave the house and not look crazy. But basically, kind of depending on the shade that you choose, you're going to get a different vibe. And so I kind of want to show you both of the options. So the first one we're going to go into is Glisten. And I've already primed my eyes because my eyes are hooded. I just always feel better if I prime my eye, and I'm just gonna go in with my finger. These are really pretty and like easy to use, which is nice. I sometimes prefer like to do something really easy like this, especially like if we're on the go, if I find that I'm running late. So that one is Glisten, which I think is really beautiful. But if you were looking for something like a little bit more grungy or a little bit more evening, then I would recommend Frozen. And they both have like that same gold glitter effect, but This one's just a little bit deeper. You might want this too, like if you have a deeper complexion or you want something with more dimension, you can also mix the two. And so I kind of did them kind of messy on here, but we're just gonna go in with a fluffy brush into the bronzer and then just blend out the crease. And that's pretty much gonna be the entire eye look, just to keep it super, super easy. So there you go on this eye, and then on this eye, I'll get myself in the mirror. So you can see it's like a really natural look. I'm gonna now just mix them just so that they can kind of look cohesive. All right, so now we're gonna just quickly do the eyebrows, put our brows on. I'm really excited to be able to play with some different brow products today. It's been a while. And I'm gonna wear a red lip that I love so much, and it was brought to us this year by Dose of Colors in Nima Tang. And this is Beau in the, I don't have steady hands. This is Beau in the lipstick, classic like lipstick formula, and then Amber-ish is the lip liner. So we're gonna go in with this lip liner, and I don't usually line my lips because they're kind of naturally lined, but because it's a red lipstick and I don't want it to get everywhere, I am gonna line it, and I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna get it everywhere. Now, if you're going out for a night out, you're probably gonna add some lashes, and that would be stunning, but I barely wear lashes. And most of the time, even for a night out, I'm still just gonna wear a mascara and go out the door. So today we're gonna use the Maybelline Sky High. I have mine in the shade Blackest Black. And you know what? I almost forgot to add some highlighter. I thought this would be fun to use today. This is the Revolution, Heart Revolution e.l.f. collab, and the highlight is in Buddy. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of this just to have that extra glow to the skin. I like this highlighter because it looks really natural. It has a really good shine but without being over the top. And the texture is a little creamy. It kind of, it's not exactly, but it's very similar to like the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood one from last year. The limited edition holiday one. The texture is very similar, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of that into my inner corner. All right, so this is the final look, and I think this is like a really simple look. It's pretty much a one and done eyeshadow look with a bright lip, and I think it makes a statement without being too much. If you're not into contouring and you're not doing multiple layers of things, you want your face to be very lightweight so you don't feel like you're wearing makeup. I think this is a really easy look for anybody to do. So if you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you can come back and see more videos with me. And until next time, love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye.